What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have like and sub, and let's get into this. Sometimes boycotts work. Hashtag free Stellar Blade. I mean, despite of how you actually feel the resolution of that, it definitely got a response, and they did at least add in two of the costumes. And my point is, sometimes they work. The Helldivers too, when they tried to make everyone link their accounts to play. Now the game has since collapsed anyway, thanks to their community managers and other things, but still, it got them to stop that linking, and we just saw that again with a couple other examples. So there's plenty of reason for gamers to think that boycotts work, but sometimes they don't. They don't. And then this is one of those cases of them not. Genshin Impact and HoYoverse boycotters rage and promise to escalate efforts after companies' revenue increases nearly 10% despite their boycott. And before we get to their newfound interest in boycotting, we'll get to the original one that didn't work. And that's, of course, this Twitter account, TwitTwat, if you will. Okay, Elon, fine. This X account, HoYoverse boycott. I think it's safe to say that we've all had enough of the erasure of our cultures and identities, which of course the game doesn't do. Today I introduce you all to the Boycott HoYoverse. We will be an account sharing how you can boycott, spread the word, anything else. And this all goes to the fact that they have used real life world cultures to take inspiration for their fictional cultures and their fictional society and world. And of course, this is their major complaints here, that there's been a distinct lack of darker skin tones represented in the game. Characters from these cultures are actively being heavily reinforced, or referenced rather, but are being whitewashed. I don't approve of that terminology. This is especially noticeable and ever present in not only Sumeru and Natalan, but also in other nations, or Natlan, excuse me. These practices not only misrepresent said cultures, but also contribute to the ongoing marginalization and disrespect. By the way, there's a lot of projection, and no one assumes this stuff. This is a lot like when Russell T Davies switched out Davos to be non in a wheelchair, because he was like, yeah, people assume people in wheelchairs and disabled or villains because of things like that. It's like, oh, no one was assuming that. You might have assumed that, but no one was assuming that. So yeah, no one was marginalizing or disrespecting them, just maybe these people. That is perpetuating colorism further in the media, causing even more harm than good to communities and groups of individuals who are part of them. And then, of course, we got some classic truthful responses here from the actual devs. And also, I'd point out that these people complaining about cultural appropriation are the same people that are completely fine with Yasuke being Black Samurai in the middle of feudal Japan, and don't care about any of the cultural appropriation being done in that game. But they're really upset about this one, even though one is actually a fictional world and one is supposed to be our world with an altered timeline. So you can see here I do appreciate these. Dear traveler, thank you for contacting us. We really appreciate your feedback. To update you, we have recorded your opinions and forwarded them to the appropriate team. If you have, in other words, thanks, message received, bye now. And then I do also like this. Please be kindly reminded that Genshin Impact is a work of fiction and is not related to actual people, events, groups, and organ. In other words, just because we maybe took some inspiration from real cultures doesn't mean we are now required to fully put them in our game, which is apparently what a lot of people have thought, because holy shit, the new released Zenless Zone Zero ranked 99.8 million. That's almost 100 million in revenue for just the month of July, and brought in 40.3 million. So just on and on and on. This is extremely profitable, and you wouldn't think so if it was in the middle of a damn boycott. And well, they didn't like that, not one bit. So there's that original boycott X poster. You say, we are just getting I'm so scared. You're just getting started. The boycott isn't going anywhere until we have achieved our goals. Well, that's not going to happen. So I guess they're going to be doing this until the end of time. Till Timbuktu. We will keep escalating and escalating. What are you going to do more? We will keep escalating until HoYoverse stops whitewashing again with that term, and providing authentic representation in their games. Authentic representation for the fictional fucking species in their fictional world. And then again, them trying just remember to keep boycotting, even though it's having the complete opposite effect and it's actually probably actively getting people to buy it, because sometimes that happens too. We'll see if that happens with Assassin's Creed Shadows, although based on that stock figures and sales projections, looking to actually not be helping it. But I don't know. Let me know what you think of this. Make sure to like, share, and sub if you have done that. Thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well.